Hey John here with another story for you, so let's continue. Emma was always a bit of a thrill seeker. So, when she stumbled upon a mysterious online game called The Challenge, she couldn't resist trying it out. The premise was simple: complete a series of tasks, and you could win a huge cash prize. But as Emma quickly discovered, there was much more to The Challenge than meets the eye. The first few tasks were harmless enough. Emma had to take a photo of herself standing on one leg in a public place and film herself doing a dance in front of a popular landmark. But as she progressed, the tasks became increasingly dangerous. She had to break into an abandoned building and retrieve a specific item, and then she had to climb to the top of a skyscraper and take a selfie. Emma soon realized that The Challenge wasn't just a game, it was a highly organized underground network of thrill seekers who pushed the boundaries of legality and safety. And they weren't above resorting to violence to get what they wanted. As Emma got closer to the final challenge, she started to receive threatening messages and noticed that she was being followed. She knew she had to back out, but the lure of the prize money was too strong. She convinced herself that she could handle whatever the challenge threw at her. The final task was unlike anything Emma had ever experienced. She had to navigate a treacherous obstacle course, filled with deadly traps and hazards. And she wasn't alone. Other contestants were also vying for the prize, and they were just as determined to win. As Emma made her way through the course, she realized that she had made a terrible mistake. The challenge wasn't a game, it was a death trap. And she was just another pawn in a sick, twisted game. Emma knew that she had to get out before it was too late. But with the other contestants hot on her heels and the organizers closing in, escape seemed impossible. Will Emma be able to outsmart the challenge and survive? Or will she become just another casualty in the hunt for the way through the treacherous obstacle course, her mind racing with fear and adrenaline? She knew she had to stay focused and keep moving if she wanted to survive. As she jumped over a pit of fire, she saw one of the other contestants fall into the flames, screaming in agony. Emma felt a pang of guilt and terror wash over her. She realized that she had been foolish to think that this was just a game. She pushed herself harder, her muscles burning with exhaustion as she sprinted through the course. She could see the finish line in sight, the cash prize beckoning to her like a siren song. But just as she was about to cross the finish line, a hand reached out and grabbed her ankle, yanking her back. She looked up to see one of the organizers of The Challenge, sneering down at her. "You thought you could just waltz in here and win our prize money?" he said, his voice dripping with contempt. "You have no idea what you're dealing with." Emma struggled against his grip, but he was too strong. She felt a cold, sinking feeling in the pit of her stomach as he dragged her away, deeper into the heart of The Challenge's underground lair. As she was thrown into a dimly lit room, she saw the other contestants huddled in corners, their faces twisted in fear and pain. Some were injured, others were barely conscious. Emma felt tears prick at the corners of her eyes as she realized the true horror of what she had gotten herself into. Days turned into weeks, and Emma lost track of time as she languished in captivity. She was subjected to unspeakable horrors, forced to endure physical and psychological torture at the hands of the organizers. But through it all, she refused to give up. She knew that she had to find a way out, no matter the cost. One night, as the guards were distracted, Emma managed to slip out of her cell and make a run for it. She raced through the dark, winding tunnels of The Challenge's lair, her heart pounding with fear and determination. Finally, she burst through a heavy steel door and into the light of day. She took a deep breath of fresh air, feeling a sense of freedom and relief wash over her. But as she looked around, she realized that she was still in danger. The organizers of The Challenge were after her, and they would stop at nothing to keep their secrets safe. Emma knew that she had to keep running, keep fighting, and keep pushing herself to the limit if she wanted to survive. She had learned her lesson. The ultimate thrill wasn't worth risking her life for.